I think they're both totally related, that you cannot have a failure on either one of them. You have a disaster, you still have to find a way to make things get accomplished in that disaster. Cybersecurity, you really don't want to experience the negative side of it. You're better off if you can avoid that. A hurricane, you can't avoid. Cybersecurity, I think you have a better chance of keeping that clear if you're more on your toes. And as our association and all the supervisor elections in the state of Florida, we took it serious. We took it very serious. And through the leadership of others and other supervisors throughout the state, we've done a good job. We went through this election, and we were not manipulated by cybersecurity. And that's just something that is a daily requirement. You know, someone walking through the door with a thumb drive, can they get to your computers? Can they do anything? It's really that simple. And, you know, cybersecurity and paper security, they're all tied. Same scenario goes that you have to have accountability. You got to know where things are. Hurricanes you can plan for to some extent, but then you got to do what's possible. Cybersecurity, you can plan farther ahead and stay ahead of it. It's a little easier to try to figure out until that next virus or that next piece comes. But as long as we're sharing information, such as the Albert servers that we got in the Albert community for cybersecurity, it was a good process that everyone in Florida, all the supervisors, wanted to make sure that we weren't going to experience a cyber attack. Prior to the hurricane, you looked at all the other pieces, what was available. My office is already a paperless office to start with. So there wasn't a lot of paper that needed to be protected or mandated as protected, such as in the ballot room, the paper in the past elections, or all those pieces, because everything that we have is digitized and brought in, and we call ourselves a paperless office. The other elements are what pre-prepared that if the security system goes down, the phones go down, what are the possibilities? We tried to look at all of those and be prepared for the hurricane before it hit, but the truth is the Category 4 plus devastation that we experienced, you could say you planned to work your way through that, but that'd really be a story other than we were able to plan minute by minute, then into hour by hour, day by day, and then finally into the weeks to be able to do the election. And you know, the cybersecurity is having your building and infrastructure already set up for that purpose. When I moved into this, I designed the layout of this building, and some thought it was a little intrusive to the public because they didn't have easy access to just do walk around wherever they felt like going. Well, I'm sorry, but when it comes to elections, security of your ballot is a priority. Ensuring that a voter gets to vote is another priority, which ties into cybersecurity and the hurricanes. So it really is that simple to make sure that everything is taken care of with checks and balances from your staff, and verify your staff. Don't trust your staff. I mean, when I say don't trust your staff, my staff knows that they can do something, but I'm going to check it, or I'm going to get someone else to check it. It's a trust and verify environment, and it's always going to be that way, and that's the way to have good security. Well, on the pieces, we moved to the virtual server systems. That's where we're at currently now as we speak. The physical infrastructure, we're hoping to have a regular roof on the building in the very near future. Right now, there's a tarp and some plywood and some other pieces up there. The good news is it's not leaking, so we're not experiencing any more water. The other pieces, very soon we'll have, and again, it's as simple as I'm going to call it a shower cap, server shower cap. We're going to put waterproof protections over the entire server room area so that we never experience, even if the roof blows off, that we'll never experience the water coming in to the second floor and then trickling down everywhere into the first floor. Those are some of the pieces that we'll be a little more prepared for, on top of maybe a few more purchases of some power cords and generators we had, but also to work with the Association of Supervisors of Elections in the state of Florida to say, we need to come up with our own self-supporting emergency plan with each county. If each county has certain pieces, additional of these, that way not everybody's not having to buy everything, that in an emergency we could all share, and it might be an easier way to accomplish or help someone out of the devastation because that's what we do here in Florida is we help each other out in each other's counties.